Good morning. Well, it's about noon. We harvest hosted last night, and it was a place, it was a farm, and so far it was out in West Virginia, but it was way out in the sticks. I mean, way out in the sticks. More than back roads and stuff, but so we left this morning, and I didn't get the camera out in time. You can see the wind's blowing pretty hard, but we headed kind of east on Interstate 68, and I'm holding this good camera. This lens, that's as far as out I can go with it. But and actually, we were in two different states already. One I didn't even realize we was going to. And the other one, I got the GoPro out, and as soon as I was talking a little bit, and it went dead as soon as we crossed. So we crossed into Maryland, and now we're in Pennsylvania. We are going to another harvest host tonight. Actually, we're not real far from it. And we took a little detour. For something that everybody should take a detour to. Right now, and we're going to go in the building. This is the site of Flight 93 where it crashed in Pennsylvania, and it's a National Park Service now that has it, and they have a visitor center and stuff here. So we're going to go in and take a walk around and look and see. As you can see, I got my cold weather gear on. It got a little brisk last night, 38. Right now it's like 45 with a stiff wind. And here tonight's going down to 32. So I'm sure that wherever we're going is straight east of here somewhat. It isn't going to be much different. So anyway, let me get inside, and we got Cody, so I'm not sure how that's going to work, but we'll see. We'll go from there, and I'll turn this back on in a minute. Here's the Flight 93 National Memorial, U.S. Park Service, but you know, I'm going to get political here and say, darn Democrats, it would sure be nice to go in and see something, but no. So the Park Service has closed it down. You can't go in to get, I don't know if they have a souvenir or something. I'd like to get something, but nope, can't do it because Chucky Schumer. So here we are. We can walk around. And this is where it happened, but we can't go inside to see all the artifacts and all the other stuff. So anyway, it is what it is. They screw up a wet dream. You can pause that to see what I read, but here, if you can't see, let me back out a little bit. A common field one day, a field of honor forever. And back out here, we're going to walk down through here. They got walkways all through here. And at different places. I guess it was right out in there somewhere where the plane went down. Sure would be nice to know if, get some information from the visitor center, but yeah. Anyway. Paperwork or something would be nice. So we're going to walk down there, work some of this energy out of Cody. We got time to kill. Let me go down and we'll see later then. I wanted to get a better picture of this visitor shelter. It shows you all the different points from up here. Debris field is C straight out. Flight path and wall of names is right out here. Memorial Plaza, crash site and Boulder, it's D. Okay, I see it out there. And Western Overlook. So we're gonna go out, walk around there, and we'll turn it back on. This will be a pretty good hike through here, all the way down here, but this is one plaque along the way in the search for evidence with all the site and all the equipment. And I don't know, I'm trying to hold this camera here. And Cody, little guy sucking some air. That last picture cut off really quick with Cody. He pulled me and I hit the button. So anyway, this is the first view when family members and passenger crew of Flight 93 arrived at the crash site in 01. These signs are starting to get a little weathered. They need to replace them. Okay, we're gonna walk on. This wall has all the names. Each panel has a name on it. That second one, Lorraine Bay, is a flight attendant. And there's another one, Sandy Bradshaw, flight attendant. Gail, would you take him for a minute? Sorry. Cody's all tangled up over there. We didn't realize this was as far as a walk. We didn't bring water for him. There's another one, Wanda Green, a flight attendant. All these passengers, I guess. It didn't seem like there was that many of them. I thought there was more. Cece Lyles, flight attendant. But all the names of all the people. And I'm thinking there's flowers at all, and whether people just brought them or they could have been from just a month ago. Cody over there, he's sucking wind. We didn't bring him any water. Didn't even think about it. I had no idea this was so far. So we see if we can go to plan B. I may have to leave him here and I'll go get the truck and meet him somewhere. Let me see if I can't zoom in some. There's a boulder out there. That's right where it hit. And if I'm panning over this way, I can't always see because of the sun. There's a couple deer standing out there feeding. But that's where, right at that boulder is where it, yeah, right there is where it hit. So there's something way down here. I see a parking lot. Maybe Gail stay there, and I'm going to hike back up and get the truck. So we'll see how it works. Here's another plaque. It says the Wall of Names in Boulder. Near the base of the Hemlock Grove sits a 17-ton piece of sandstone. This visual reference for the Flight 93 crash site was relocated from south of the Tower of Voices. The Tower of Voices, we passed it on the way in, we're going to hit it on the way back. It says the wood assembled from hemlock beams and ceremonial gate features 40 cut angles beyond the gate. Oh, that's at the end of the wall. I seen that down there. The final piece of the granite known of Flight 93 crashed. And that's the names. And down there by the names is, you can see where that gate's at. We was right there. Alright, let's ease on down. Yeah, there's me sucking wind. See that building way down there? There's a switch back up. I thought I went up here to the parking lot. Actually went a third of the way. And there's 2/3 through this field here. I come up here to get the truck because Gail and Cody are down there. They can't make it. So, anyway, whew, sucking wind now. Be back. This is part of the Flight 93. It's called the Tower of Voices that they built. And it looks like there's chimes up there when the wind's blowing. Voices marks the gateway to and from this expansive living memorial landscape. 40 chimes represent the voices of 40 courageous passengers and crew members who took a boat together and fight terrorism on the morning of 11/01. The music of the chimes is living tributes that these 40 men and women, many who were last message to loved ones were through telephone calls and recorded voice messages. There is no other wind chime tower in the world like the Tower of Voices. The Tower of Voices contains tubular chimes which create music when the wind blows through the concrete tower, which is 93 feet tall and 15 feet in diameter. The Tower of Voices chimes are activated slowly by the wind. Conifer and deciduous plantings are around it. Music theory and chime construction. The notes of the chimes span 2 octaves. I'm going to read the rest of that. Go up here and I can hear them now. Alright, I'm at the base of this. See all the chimes all the way up. It said it needed 12 to 15 miles of wind to make them chime. You can hear a few of them. But the wind's blowing pretty good. Pretty cool. All right. We just went on the way out, wanted to stop and see this. All right, now I can see better. Not really because the sun's in my eyes, but that's all right. Can you hear them? Pretty cool. We wanted to, like I say, we wanted to make sure we stopped by. It was on our way going, well, not really. We out of the way a little bit, but is it worth it? Absolutely. It still would have been way better if the visitor center was open, but oh well. Now we're heading to another Harvest Toast. Should be there around 5, I guess. And it's going to be a brisk night tonight. So we'll see you later.